So do you believe in the death penalty? I live in Texas. I do. I do because I believe that evil walks among us. And we've seen this evil with this man in Idaho. This man that, with malice and forethought, went into a home and brutally murdered 4 college kids. He planned it. He was obsessed with Ted Bundy. He took a knife and he stole the life of these 4 young adults. He is the epitome of why we should have the death sentence. He is evil. Have you looked at him? I mean, have you really looked at his face and his eyes? They're dead. There's nothing there. It's just like looking into the vast blackness of a black hole. There's no soul there. None. And he is the epitome of the evil that walks among us on this earth. And in my opinion, he is exactly why we have the death penalty. He is not salvageable. Why should he be? We're going to reward him now. We're going to put a roof over his head. We're going to give him 3 meals a day. We're going to take care of his health care. And we're rewarding him for this. He's not on death row. So he's going to be in regular population where he's going to have a TV. He's going to have commissary. He's going to be able to go outside. He's going to be able to go to college, probably finish his PhD, get into some program, some job where he's earning money, all while those 4 victims are dead. And those families have to go on trying to figure out how to put their lives back together and live the rest of their lives. All while he doesn't have to worry about anything. So he's in a cell. Big damn deal. He should be in the cell like on death row, where you have a toilet, a bed, and a sink. You go outside for an hour a day. There's no communication. There's no television. There's no general population. There's no exercise. There's no nothing. Now that is punishment. What he's getting is not punishment. And how do you, as a district attorney, make a decision like this? Whether or not you're entitled, whether or not you're required to talk to the family members, out of the family members' respect, I would assume you would want to talk to the families to make sure the families are okay with your plea deal. But in this case, this coward, unprofessional district attorney notified the families in an email with an attached letter. Didn't even have the respect or courtesy to pick up the phone and have a conversation with these families. He sent a letter. What a coward you are. You should be disbarred. You should. You should be disbarred. I pray this judge imposes the maximum sentence. And I hope and pray that this is not consecutive sentences with the possibility of parole. You're going to tell me this man at some point is going to be back in our society? Here in Texas, of course, we have the death penalty and we're not afraid to use it because it helps to deter crime. You go to some countries in the world, if you lie, you lose half your tongue. Or if you steal, they cut off your hands. It deters crime. This man is not redeemable. He is the devil himself, and he's walking among us, and he's butchered 4 young adults that had no prayer of trying to save their life, 3 of them in particular because they were asleep. And you actually think it's okay to give this man life in prison and have your state pay for him for the rest of his life food, health care, a room, a bed, clothing, college, a job. What do these 4 kids get? They don't get nothing now. They're dead. Whether or not you believe in the death penalty, there are circumstances where evil is so present, the only way to control it is to exterminate it. And this man is the example of that. And I think it's a disgrace, and it is a sad day in the American judicial system that this man will be allowed to have life in prison. He doesn't deserve life in prison. He should have been taken out and shot, or hung, or put in the electric chair. Even a needle is too good for this man. He should suffer. He should suffer. Instead, everything's going to be provided for him. And that's a disgrace. That's not justice. That's hardly justice. It's an insult to those lives that were stolen and the families that are now left to try to have a life. How dare you make that assumption? And then you're going to go to court and you're going to show us this emotion that you're so concerned. If you were so concerned about these victims, you'd have put the man to death, not given him the rest of his life. He doesn't deserve the rest of his life. He should be dying. He should be on death row. You have failed those families, your state, your county, and the American judicial system. There is a place in our society when evil is so apparent for the death penalty. Can't think of a better example in today's time but this man in Idaho. I can't even say his name. Every time I say his name, I want to gag. His name doesn't deserve to be said because he's evil and he has no business on this earth anymore. Because he'll take another life. These people don't change. It's a disgrace to our judicial system.